So I'm Brian Brickey. So I've been teaching at Rio. This is my second year teaching at Rio. I'm a social science teacher, so right now I have world history, U.S. history, geography, and I teach advanced weights. For the football program, it's twofold. So one, I'm the head strength and conditioning coach, but I also am the head defensive line coach for varsity. My goal for teaching is that students learn to love learning. I'm going to forget 95% of what we teach you in here. If you're older and you want to recover some of that information, you can do that through learning to learn and loving to learn. I'm in the United States Army, but it's the Army Reserve, which allows me to teach. I'm a major in the Army. Right now, I'm I'm a public affairs officer, and I'm the commander of a deploying unit. Grew up in Santa Maria, California. Went to school at both Occidental College, and then I graduated with my bachelor's at the University of Laverne, and then I got my master's at USC, the University of Southern California. So for the Army, I'm currently stationed in Bell, California, out of the Reserve Center in Bell. So growing up, I do not come from a military family at all, but very quickly I found the idea of serving in some capacity to be a necessary call for your country, that when you are granted so many freedoms, regardless of the situation that the United States may be in politically in your own processes, that the freedoms that you have to give back and defend those same freedoms. And at least if you serve your country in some way, shape, or form, that's where you pay forward all the freedoms that you'll have for the rest of your life. So after 7.5 years of active duty, my wife finally said that she was tired of me being on constant rotations and deployments to the training, and I felt the same way. They told me I couldn't kick down doors anymore, that I had to start pushing papers, and if you take me away from soldiers and kicking down doors and being with soldiers, I'm not as effective and happy doing it. So I left active duty in 2020, but I still wanted to continue to serve. So I chose the reserve so that I could still affect the Army in some way, shape, or form and continue that service to the country. So for my family, I'm married. I've been married now for 12 years, going on 13. We have, my wife is Allison. She's a plastic surgery OR nurse down the way at Scripps, off of Scripps Drive. We have 4 kids. We have 3 boys and a daughter. So we have Michael is our oldest. He is 11. We have Jonathan. We had Jonathan next. He's 9. Then we have Charles, who's 7, and then Lily is the last one. She's our girl, and she's 4. So staying in touch with my family while I'm deployed is going to be extremely difficult. As of right now, there's no guarantees on the communication and when I'm going to be able to communicate. Number one, there's going to be a difficulty because I'm going to be 11 hours ahead, so that already changes the time zone that you're in. And then number 2 is there are often times where I'm working with the special operations community, so I will be running missions with them to run their public affairs, and there's no guarantee that in the situations we're in, whether we're in Jordan, Iraq, Syria, or Lebanon, that we're going to have the ability to communicate back until after the mission's complete. So in about a month here, I will be at Fort Bliss, Texas for 3 weeks to train. And then after that month, I will be deployed for 9 months, and I'll be back in December. Now, there's no concerns. I understand that there's hostility in the area, but it's what we signed up to do, and I trust all the service members that I'm with.